Good morning, guys, and welcome to another webinar. Happy Friday. It's the weekend. Yeah, TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. So, welcome. My name is Andre, and I'm from a small island in the Caribbean called Barbados. Yeah, so from a small island to a big city like Rome. So, welcome. And of course, when you enter our webinar, please say your name and where you're from. All right, good. So, today's webinar is Focus Activity 223. This time, we're talking about when. Yeah. So, remember, when in English means the time. It can mean the time, it can mean the day, it can mean the month, the year. Yeah. So when is always associated with time. Good. We've got that out of the way. So let's begin. Now, in this focus activity, we're really looking at days, months, times, and prepositions for time. Now, there are specific prepositions that go with time phrases. So we'll be looking at those today in our 2 to 3 webinar. Good. Let's begin. So let's look at the seasons, the 4 seasons. Now, the seasons are the periods of time in the year, yeah, in specific months of the year. So we have the first one. Which one is this one? The first one. So we've got 4 seasons throughout the year. Now, normally, the first season is the season that we're currently in, which is, if you guessed it, spring. Yeah, spring is the first season in the year. Yeah. So after spring, then comes, what comes after spring? Well, if you don't know, summer comes after spring. So we've got spring and then we've got summer. Now, what's the next season? So here, this season has many, many bright colors. The trees are many different colors. You can see oranges, you can see reds, you can see yellows, as in this picture. So this particular season is associated with many bright and beautiful colors, especially on the trees. So this season is called autumn. Yeah, autumn. There's another word that we can use to describe this season. So in America, in the United States, they use the name fall. So autumn, another word for autumn is fall. Yeah, in the US. So in the UK and internationally, they say autumn, but in the US, they say fall. They say fall because when you think about autumn, it's when the leaves fall from the tree. So you can understand the meaning behind fall. So the leaves fall from the tree in autumn. So the Americans say fall, while internationally they use autumn. In my country, we don't have the 4 seasons. We have either the rainy season or the dry season. So there's rainy, so there's a lot of rain. And then on the other hand, there's dry, not very much rain. So in Barbados, in the Caribbean, we only really have 2 seasons, the dry and the rainy season. Yeah. Now let's look at the 4th and final season. So we've got spring, we've got summer, and we've got autumn. So what's the last season? Usually this falls at the end of the year with lots of snow. Yes, snow, lots of maybe cold weather. It's very cold. The temperature is very cold. Now, this season is called winter. Yeah. So these are the 4 seasons in different time periods of the year. We've got the first season, which is spring. Spring is normally associated with new life, new plants, new flowers, new colors. Summer then is of course followed by spring, which is the hottest, usually the hottest months of the year. Summer, where the sun is out in its longest. Yeah, so the days are very long in the summer. Yeah, so a lot more sun and higher temperatures. After summer, we have autumn, which is when the leaves fall from the trees, or you can say the plants and the flowers go into hibernation. They don't always die. They're just going to hibernation. They're sleeping basically because they're in preparation for the winter, which comes after autumn. So in winter, we have the coldest weather in winter, and most plants and flowers do not survive in winter, or most of them hibernate or go to sleep. Just like the animals always hibernate in the winter as well. So remember, another word for autumn is also fall. Yeah, good. So those are the 4 seasons of the year. Excellent. So let's look at which seasons you like. So which season do you like? For me, I like spring and I like winter. So I like spring and winter. For me, I don't like summer that much. Yeah, it's too hot. Too many people going on vacation, too many people traveling during the summer. So I prefer or I like spring and winter, while I don't like summer or autumn very much. Autumn, I like autumn a little bit because we have rain. I love rain. I love to smell the rain. I love to, feel the wind. But generally, I prefer or I like spring or winter. Good. But I don't like summer. Excellent. So remember, when we like something, we use the subject, I, yeah, then like, and then the noun or the verb. I like spring and I don't like summer. Or you can say, I like, especially a verb, I like running in the spring, running, the action, but I don't like, I don't like swimming in the winter. No, it's too cold to swim. So I like running in the spring, but I don't like swimming in the winter. So you can either use a noun or you can use an action verb with the ing form. Yeah, but we'll get to that more in this focus. So let's look at days. So which is your favorite day? So let's look at the days. We've got Monday, Tuesday, and remember the pronunciation, it's Tuesday. Yeah, some people say Tuesday, Tuesday, or Tuesday. You can use the ch sound, or you can use the tw, Tuesday, Tuesday. But it's easier to use the ch sound, Tuesday. Now let's move on to the next day. It's Wednesday. Remember, D is silent. No D. Wednesday. So forget the D sound. So we've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and this one that's very difficult for Italians to pronounce, Thursday. Thursday. You have to put your tongue between your teeth. Thursday. Thursday. Yeah. Always remember the tongue between your teeth. Thursday. Good. And the next day, we've got Friday, our favorite day, which is today. Friday, my favorite day. Saturday. And then, of course, Sunday. So here are the days of the week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Remember the pronunciation. Tuesday. Yeah, this one is Tuesday, and this one is Thursday. Remember that pronunciation. Okay, so which is your favorite day? For me, my favorite day is Friday because it's the end of the week. It's the weekend, like today, so I'm happy. Yeah. What is your favorite day? Sometimes I like Saturday as well. Yeah. So Friday I like, or my favorite days, plural, are Friday and Saturday. I don't like Mondays. Most people don't like Monday. It's the beginning of the week. After a nice weekend, then you have to go back to work and you have a lot to do. So people don't really like Monday. I don't like Monday either. Yeah. Cool. So we've got the days of the week. So remember, we can use I like. For example, I like Friday, but I don't like Monday. My favorite day is Friday. Good. Very, very good. Now let's look at when. We have to match the red on the left to the times on. So we have to match the two times together. So we've got day, time, month, year, season, week, blue, April, autumn, 1952, Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And we've got 8 o'clock. So we have to match the correct times, yes, in red, to the correct times in blue. So let's look at day. So what would be the correct time for day? Which one would you match with day? You've got April, autumn, 1952, Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and we've got 8 o'clock. Welcome, Clelia. Yeah, welcome. All the way from Naples. Good morning. Oh, good afternoon. It's after 12, so it's afternoon. Welcome. So, Clelia, tell me what time matches with day? So you have to match the red to the blue. Can you tell me? Which time phrase matches day? Is it April? Is it autumn? 1952? Friday? Is it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday? Or is it 8 o'clock? Give you a little time, a few seconds to think about it. So remember, we're matching these on the left with the others on the right. So if you've thought about it and you've guessed correctly, it would be, so Friday is a, about that, we're having little internet difficulties. The connection is not as strong. So let's repeat. So day matches with Friday because Friday is a day. Yeah, am I correct? Yeah, like today. Today is Friday. Okay, let's move on to time. So which one on the right, blue, match time? Is it April? Is it Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or is it 8 o'clock? Okay, Clelia. So day is Friday, it's one day. Remember, if it was plural days, then your answer would be correct. But in this case, it's singular, so it's Friday. Time exactly is 8 o'clock. Very good. So time is 8 o'clock. So it's a specific time on the clock. Now let's look at month. Month. Which one is it? Is it April, autumn, 1952, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday? Which one is it? For month. Let's see if you can get this one. Month. I have an idea what it is, but do you? So month would be exactly, Clelia. It's April. Very good. So April is a month in the year. Yeah. Now let's look at year. Now we've got autumn, 1952, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And you're correct, Clelia. Year is 1952. Let's look at season. We talked about season before. So autumn, correct. Autumn is the season. It's a period of time in the year for different weather. And the final one, obviously, is the easiest one. It's the only one left. The week is exactly Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. These days make up the week. Yeah, Monday to Sunday week. So these are the different time phrases that we use every day. We've got day, time, month, year, season, and week. Good, excellent. So let's move on. Let's continue with the days, the weeks, the months, and the years. Let's answer these questions. So, how many days are in a week? How many weeks are in a year? How many months are in a year? Oops. How many days are in a month? And how many seasons are in a year? So, can we answer these questions? So, first one, let's look at the first one. How many days are in a week? So, we know a week is made up of a number of days. How many days are in a week? Can you tell me, Clelia? How many days are in a week? Just count them. How many days are in a week? I'm sure you know this one. So in the previous slide, we had a week. All you need to do is count them. So how many days are in a week? There are 7 days in a week. 7 days in a week. You've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Excellent, Clelia. So 7 days in a week. Now let's look at the second question. How many weeks, this might be a little more difficult, how many weeks are in a year? How many weeks are in a year? Now this one, when I was in school, was very difficult for me to remember. But you're correct, Clelia. There are 52 weeks in a year. Yeah, 52 weeks on average in a year. Excellent. So first one, how many days are in a week? 7 days in a week. Yeah, 7 days in a week. Then we have 52 weeks in a year. Now let's look at the third one. How many months are in a year? Yeah, this time, how many months are in a year? Can you tell me? How many months are in a year? So first one, we had 7 days in a week. There are 52 weeks in a year, but how many months are in a year? I'm sure Clelia knows this one. How many months are in a year? Let's think about it. So for those who guessed correctly, how many months are in a year? There are 12 months in a year. So we've got January, February, March, April, May, July, August, September, October, November, and December. So 12 months in a year. 12 months in a year. Excellent, Clelia. Now let's look at the next one. We've got how many days are in a month? Now this one can vary because every month has a different number of days. Some have the same and others have different days. But generally, how many days are in a month? How many days are in a month? Now, there's a popular nursery rhyme, a popular song we use in English to remember how many days are in each month. So, it usually goes like this. So, 30 days, half September, April, June, and November. All the rest have 31, excepting February alone, which only has but 28 days clear and 29 in each leap year. So that's a popular rhyme that we use, or song that we use to remember the days. So we have 30 days, half September. Half means half. So September has 30 days, April, June, and also November. All the other months have 31 except for February, which has 28 days normally, but in a leap year, it has 29. So I'll put the actual rhyme in the chat so you guys can see it, so that you guys can remember it. Yeah. So we've got 30 days, half September, April, June, and November. All the rest have 31, excepting February alone, which only has but 28 days clear and 29 in each leap year. So remember that one, practice that one. It's a cute little rhyme, a cute little song that you can use to remember the months of the year. So there are 30 days in September, April, June, and November. All the other months, we've got March, we've got May, we've also got August, and we've got October, and we've got December that have 31 days, while the others, September, April, June, and November, have 30 days. And February is the month of the year that has the shortest number of days. Normally it's 28, but in a leap year, it's 29. So that changes. Yeah. Good. So that's a good little rhyme for you to remember. So let's sing it again. So 30 days, half September, April, June, and November. All the rest have 31, excepting February alone, which only has but 28 days clear and 29 in each leap year. Excellent. So that's something for you to remember. Good. So let's look at the last question. So how many seasons are in a year? How many seasons are in a year? So this one should be simple as well. So in the beginning, we talked about seasons. Can you remember how many seasons there are? How many seasons are there? Clelia, do you remember how many seasons? So we're currently in spring. Yes, that's one season. What comes after spring? Summer comes after spring. What comes after summer? Fall or autumn comes after summer. After autumn comes winter. So basically, there are 4 seasons. 4 seasons in a year. In a year. Only 4. In Australia, the seasons are reversed because Australia is in the southern hemisphere, so their seasons are opposite to those in the northern hemisphere. So when it's spring, I think it's normally fall, I think. So spring is normally autumn or fall in Australia. In Barbados, in the Caribbean, we don't specifically have seasons, 4 seasons. We have 2 seasons, as I recalled before. We have the dry season where there's a lot of heat and not much rain. And then there's the rainy season where there's a lot more rain as well. So in different parts of the world, they have different kinds of seasons. But generally, in the Northern Hemisphere, there are 4 seasons. There's spring, summer, autumn or fall, and winter. Good, excellent. So you've got these questions answered. So remember, how many days are in a week? There are 7 days in a week. How many weeks are in a year? There are 52 weeks in a year. How many months are in a year? There are 12 months. And how many days are in a month? There are usually 30, but some others have 31, and February has 28 or 29. But on average, there are 30 days in the month. And how many days are in a month? We forgot that one. No, we didn't. How many seasons are in a year, rather? There are 4 seasons in a year. Excellent. Let's continue. So here are 4 weeks in a month. So how many weeks are in a month? Are usually 4 weeks. Maybe February might have 3 weeks, depending on how many days fall in the month. Yeah, but normally it's 4 weeks on average in a month. Good. So let's match. Let's guess which month these activities or events take place. So we've got number 1, Valentine's Day, St. Valentine's Day. Number 2, Christmas Day. Number 3, your birthday. Number 4, Halloween. 5, summer holidays. 6, International Women's Day. Number 7, New Year's Day. 8, Easter Day or Easter in general. Number 9, Thanksgiving. And number 10, the start of school. So I know some of these you know, and others might be a little difficult to know. So let's look. We've got the months. We've got January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. I want you to match the correct months with the events. So Clelia says the first one, St. Valentine's Day, is February. Excellent. So Valentine's Day falls in February. Excellent. Oops, gotta go forward. Sorry. Good. So Valentine's Day is February. The second one, Christmas Day. Everyone knows Christmas Day. December is Christmas Day or Christmas time. What about number 3? Your birthday, Clelia. When is your birthday? Okay, in August. You're born in August, in the summer. For me, I was born in January. So my birthday is in January, the first month of the year. Can anyone else tell me what is their birth month? What month were you born? So clearly it's August. I'm January. Any others? Okay. All right, let's move on. So let's look at number 4, Halloween. So you're correct, clearly. Halloween is in October. Always in October. It's not a very common, of course, not a very common holiday in Italy and Europe. It's very common in the USA. Halloween is a big holiday in the US, but now in different parts of the world, they're getting accustomed to doing Halloween, but it's not a holiday in most countries in the world, except for the US. Okay, number 5. So number 5, clearly you're not sure what number 5 is. So the summer holidays. The summer holidays are usually in July and August, during summer. So July and August are the summer months. So July and August. Number 6, International Women's Day. You should know this one. For all the women out there who celebrate International Women's Day, International Women's Day is in March. Yeah, so last month was International Women's Day. Number 7, we've got New Year's Day. This one is an easy one. January, my birth month, is New Year's Day. I was born on the third day of January, the 3rd of January. So 2 days after New Year's Day. For me, I was like a New Year's baby. Yeah. So I was born on the 3rd of January. Okay, so we've got number 8. We've got Easter. We've got Easter period. Now, this month, this year, Easter fell in April, but sometimes Easter falls in March as well. So March and April are the months that usually Easter takes place. It depends on the year. Maybe next year is March, I think. But this year was April. Number 9, you're correct, Clelia. November is Thanksgiving mostly the US. Thanksgiving is in November, just before Christmas. Lots of turkey. It's usually celebrated during the autumn season in November. Number 10, we've got the start of school. So the start of school says June. No, the end of school is usually June, July, from June. But the start of school is usually in September. September is the start of the new school year. So most schools will usually close in June, July, and then reopen in September. Or in June in Italy. It starts in June in Italy. Yeah, normally, yeah, it does. You're right. But in the other countries, like in the US and in my country, they usually start school in September. It's usually a longer period in the US and in the Caribbean. We normally start the new school year in September. Yeah, September. Right, correct. June is the end of the school term. My apologies as well, because it's the end of the school term in June, and then the new school term starts in September. Yeah, no problem, Clelia. It's Friday. We're happy. No problem. So those are the different events that take place in many different months of the year. So we got St. Valentine's Day, February, Christmas Day, December. My birthday is January. Clelia's birthday is August. The Halloween is usually celebrated in October. Summer holidays are July and August. International Women's Day is in March. New Year's Day in January. Easter or Easter Day in April or March. And Thanksgiving, November. And finally, the start of school in September. Good, excellent. So we've learned about the different events and the months. Now let's continue. So in which season? In which season are these months? So each season has a particular month, has a particular season. So we've got the months, we've got April, October, December, August, March, November, July, and January. So let's match the seasons with the months. So here, the first picture, we've got a tree that looks kind of green, but not very full. Then the second picture, we've got a very beautiful green tree, blue skies, pretty. Then the fourth picture, we've got, again, less leaves, maybe the different, maybe a little orange, maybe a little yellow. And then the last one, we have a lot of 4 seasons. So let's look at number 1, April. So which season is April? Which season is in April? Can you tell me? So currently we're in April. So what season is April? This one is easy. Yes, so number 1, Clelia, is spring. Not the plural, not springs, spring, singular. So April is spring. Oops, sorry. Now let's look at October. So October is autumn. Yeah, you're correct. Autumn or fall. Excellent, Mr. Sympatia. Mr. Sympatia. Cool, welcome. Spring, correct. April is spring. October is autumn. Let's look at December. December is winter. It's usually one of the coldest months of the year. December. August. August, correct, is summer. Yeah, August is summer. What is March? March. Yeah, number 5, March. Mixture of, yeah, exactly, mixture of winter and spring, because the early part of March is still winter, but the later part of March is spring. So they overlap, they cross over. Yeah, so number 6, November. So number 5 can be either winter or spring. Number 6 is autumn. Yeah. Normally they say that the early part of November is autumn and the later part of November starts winter, maybe. It depends. Yes, Mr. Sympathia. Both. Both are spring and winter, or March. November, maybe a bit of winter and autumn. July is summer, correct, Clelia? And what's January? January. Is January winter, spring, autumn, summer? January. Doop, 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 doop. January, January, January. So January is winter as well. So you've got maybe a part of November, January, February, and part of March. So February is also winter as well. Correct, Mr. Sympathia. Cool. So I like that name. So these are the different months and the different seasons. So April is spring, October is autumn or fall in the US, December is winter, August is summer, March is spring or winter, November winter or autumn, July is summer, and January is winter. February is winter, and of course, what's another month that we're missing? We're missing some other months. March, January, March, April. May is also spring. May, June, spring, July, and August, summer. So in some months they overlap, they cross over. But excellent job, guys. Very, very good. Very, very good. Now let's look at prepositions. It's very important to associate prepositions with particular times. Yeah? So let's match the prepositions to the times. We've got in, we've got at, and we've got on. Now these particular time phrases uses specific prepositions. We've got day, the month, season, year, and we've got time. Let's look at some examples. Oops, sorry. So I'll give you the first one. So the first preposition in is usually associated with month, season, and year. We use the preposition in with month, season, and year. Now, what about at? What time goes with at? Clelia, not quite. On. Oh, I see. You you did it differently. You did it from day, month, season, time. Okay, so at, let's look at at. At is for time. Correct. So at is for time. So in for month, season, and year. At for time. And on, you're correct. On is for day. Correct. So let's look at some examples. We've got for in July, in the summer, and in 1999. So we have in the month, in the season, and in the year, always within. Yeah. Let's look at 10 o'clock, at 12:41. Any specific time, we use at. We can also use at for weekend. You can say at the weekend, but you have to use the article the. At the weekend. And let's look at on. We've got on Monday. So on with day, or you can also use on with the weekend. So we've got on the weekend, or at the weekend. Both are correct. So on or at the weekend. So remember, in with month, season, year, at with time, and on with day. So if we're using a date, for example, 3rd of January 1984, we use on the 3rd of January 1984 because on the 3rd of January is a day. The 3rd is the day in January. So the 3rd day in January, we use on. So on the 3rd of January 1999. So always remember we use on with days. All right, good. Excellent. So those are the prepositions in, on, and at with time. Very important to practice using them. Always remember them. Yeah, very important. Cool. So let's insert. Let's see if you can remember the prepositions. So let's insert the correct preposition. So number 1, we've got Sunday. Number 2, spring. Number 3, 5 o'clock. 4, July. 5, 1634. Number 6, autumn. 7, Christmas Day. 8, see you, Friday. Number 9, my birthday is May. Number 10, the lesson is 7 o'clock. So let's see if we can put the correct prepositions in the spaces. So let's look at number 1. So Mr. Simpatia and Clelia, let's fill in the blanks. Number 1, which preposition goes with Sunday? This should be easy. Which preposition goes with Sunday? Correct, Clelia. So on Sunday. Very good. On Sunday. Sunday is a day, and we use on with days. Let's number 2. Which preposition for number 2? Correct, Mr. Simpatia. On as well. Number 2 is in. Very good. Excellent. In spring, because in with a season. Yeah. Number 3. What about 5 o'clock? Which preposition? At 5 o'clock. Excellent. Very good. Number 4, July. You guys are doing very well. July. Which preposition? July. In July. Very good. In July. Number 5. Number 5. 1634. Which preposition? So remember, it's a year. So good. Excellent. In 1634. Excellent. In goes with year. Number 6. In autumn. Excellent. It's another season. Number 7. Christmas Day. This one could be tricky. Christmas Day. Which preposition? They're thinking about it, right? Cool. At Christmas Day? You sure? At Christmas Day? Not quite. Not at Christmas Day. It's another preposition. Another preposition for Christmas Day. So Christmas Day is on Christmas Day because Christmas Day is a day. So you see Christmas Day. So we use on with days. So Christmas Day is a day. It's like Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is a day. So we use on. Yeah. International Women's Day. On. It's a day. Okay, number 8. So Mr. Simpatia says, see you on Friday. Excellent. So on with days. Number 9, we've got my birthday is, which preposition? My birthday is January. For Clelia, August. I don't know, Mr. Sympathy, what your birth month is. But what preposition do we use? My birthday is... Which preposition? So my birthday is in May. Not really. My birthday is in January. Clelia's birthday is in August. And the final one, this lesson is at 7 o'clock because it's a specific time. Very, very good job, guys. So remember, with days like Christmas Day, Valentine's Day, International Women's Day, we use on because there are days. Because remember, at the end of the name of the day, it has day. So we use on. Christmas Day, on. Valentine's Day, on. Birthday, on. Other days. Very good. Excellent work, guys. Very, very good. So I want you to remember to practice these prepositions related to time. I also want you to practice using, using or remembering the months that are associated with the seasons. Yeah. Also, looking at which particular events fall in which month. And of course, practice using or matching the days and the times and month, years with specific information. So always remember also that we use, let's go back. We also use, prepositions with specific times, months, years, seasons, days. They always go with a specific time. Remember the 4 seasons? We've got spring, we've got summer, we've got autumn, and winter. Another word for autumn is also fall in the US. Yeah. Remember, if you like a holiday, you say I like. If you don't like a particular season, we use I don't like, which is the negative. Remember, after like, you can use a noun. I like spring. I don't like spring. Or you can use a gerund. I don't like running in the winter, but I like swimming in the summer. So we use the gerund or we use a noun after I like. Yeah. Good job, guys. It was fun. It was good. You guys did very well today in this webinar. Remember to stay tuned for more webinars from My English School for your level. And remember to keep on studying and practicing English. Be safe. Have a great weekend and happy Friday. Bye.